Hello, Jay from A1 Roofman. It was great talking to you today, Jay. And I'm going to basically just show you in this video three things that would, help your site kind of get going and, how to beat your competition online. So, Jay, first things first, as we talked about today, your website is currently down. So I was able to find it in the map section, or the GMB, which stands for Google My Business. This is what we see. If I do click your website, then it's going to bring me here, which tells me it says it's for sale. So whether or not that's true, I don't know if it just expired or what. So what I want to do is I'm going to kind of talk about your site. I'm going to talk about three main points. And those three things I'm going to talk about are going to be content, citations, and backlinks. So we'll start with the content. And normally I would kind of go through your page and count or roughly count your content and see how much you have. Since I don't have yours to compare it to, what I'm going to do is pull up the local, one of the top companies in the area. And that's going to be Superior Roofing. And we'll talk more about that in a second. But just kind of scrolling through, typically what Google wants to see is they're looking for about 1,500 words, or to 2,000, right? So the reason that they want so much, because I know that is a ton of content, and it's not all just words. Part of it can be pictures, it can be buttons as well. If they're basically saved with keywords and words attached to them, you can have those saved like that. But, they're really looking for a lot of content. And the reason they want that much, though, even because that is a ton, and most businesses don't have it, to be honest, is that if you have that much, they know you're offering a lot of information out on the internet, and specifically on Google, because that's really what Google cares about. And that's what they really want. They want people out there offering information, essentially providing a service to other people that are searching online. Because if you're doing that, Google's going to rank you higher. Now, if you don't have that much content, the other thing you can do is have a blog like Superior Roofing, because as you can see, they didn't have anywhere near 1,500 or 2,000 words of content, but they do have a blog. And blogs, as long as they're titled, appropriately and have a lot of good useful information in them, those can function the same way. Google does love blogs as well, and those sites will usually rank fairly high. So blogs are kind of a way to make up for content if you don't have a ton of it. But I always like to say, why just have one or the other, right? Why not have both and make your site even stronger? So the other reason, though, having that much content is really useful is the more content you have, the more keywords or keyword phrases you can put into that content. So I've just put in here roofing Columbus, Georgia. This is actually how I found your site, Jay, and it's got pretty good volume searching, and that's the other reason why I want to use this one. There's a good amount of people that search this exact phrase, roofing Columbus, Georgia. This is also what a new customer would search if they're looking for services. First thing they're going to find are these ads at the top of the screen. Second thing they're going to find is this map section. Now I just call it the map section. I mean, it's commonly called GMB or Google My Business. And basically the top three companies show up here in this little preview window. And that's all based purely on citations, which is our second topic, citations. Citations are just when you get your business name, business address, and business phone number all listed together into a directory site. These are sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor. You can even use social media. So you can link your Facebook page. If you have like a business page, you can put the web address in there. You could link it to, you could make a Twitter page for your business. You could make an Instagram page, LinkedIn, all those, and link those back. And those count as citations as well. It's essentially any site that points back to yours. And just what I want to do real quickly is I want to show you where you're currently at for that, right? So top three show up in this preview window, and you can view all. So if I do click view all, and I already have one open for you, this is where you rank, Jay. You're on, you're the 1, 2, 3, fourth one down on page 3. So there's 20 of these, there's 20 businesses per page. So it's going to put you around number 44. So you're about the 44th ranked company in Columbus, Georgia. And if I click that, obviously it's going to bring up your info. But when I click the website, as we saw, it is down, and it's got some of your contact info in there. I see you do have some pictures and all that. So the key with the GMB or the Google My Business is that everything has to be exact. So for this one here, Copper Roofing, if that LLC is only on this one but not on other ones, they're not going to link. They have to be exactly the same. Same with the address. There can't be any differences. And that's, I think, where some companies make a mistake that they don't even realize. All right, so then next up we run into the organic section. We're going to get about 5 websites showing up here. Sorry, not 5. We're going to get 10 results showing up here per page. And so I'm just going to kind of scroll through the top 5. And what we're going to see here, and these all show up in reference to our key phrase or keyword, which was roofing, Columbus, Georgia. Number 1 goes to Better Business Bureau, which is actually a directory. Number 2, Home Advisor, another directory. 3 is Yelp, another directory. 4 is the first actual company, Superior Roofing Company. And then we run into Yellow Pages. Now, so 4 of the top 5 are actually directories, and some people think those are hard to beat. In actuality, they're not hard to beat, and the reason why is because directories aren't preferred. Google would rather have a local business beat out a directory. So as long as you have a pretty good page set up with some good backlinks, citations, keywords, and content, you're going to absolutely get ahead of those. And so even the top company that we're talking about, Superior Roofing, they're number 4 on this list. So that tells me there's still 3 directories ahead of them, which tells us that even though their numbers are decent, they're actually not all that strong, and they wouldn't be that hard to beat. And so here we go. What I would normally do is bring your site up and compare them. Since I only have Superior Roofing's here, I'm just going to go through theirs and explain everything. So first thing I noticed, they don't have any headers on their page. If they did, that would be in bold here above their web address. That's just one more way to look stronger, and Google will find you a little bit easier if you do have those. And then we're going to go to our third topic, which is backlinks. Backlinks and referring domains really go hand in hand. Referring domains are just websites that you have links on. Those point back to your page. So a citation, for instance, like I used Facebook as an example, would be a referring domain. If you had a business page, you put your web address link in. So in their case, superiorroofingcompany.net, put that in the page. Someone clicks that link, it's going to redirect them back to their page. So the links are just the actual links on the pages. So there's 216 backlinks or links on these 63 websites. So, give or take, there's a little more than 3, not quite 4 per website there. And these also work as far as Google ranking these, because the more sites you have pointing back to you, those work as those sites kind of vouching for you, saying this is a legit site, this is a good site. So that's going to improve your UR here, which is your trust. So the more of these that you have pointing back to you, same with citations and other backlinks as well on other sites, the stronger your trust is going to be, and the stronger this is, the more keywords you're going to have that start to show up and rank. So Superior Roofing has 685 keywords. These are what really bring the visitors in. That for them is equaling about 99 visitors per month to their site. And that's pretty low, because typically if you just rank 3 to 5 good keywords, that should bring about 100 visitors to your site. What that kind of translates to, 100 visitors to your site should be about 20 to 30 calls actually to your phone number for your business. And out of those, it depends what your closing ratios are, as far as estimates to actual jobs. But, it should be anywhere between probably like 2 and 4 jobs per month, depending on, your closing ratios. So I want to just quickly look at a few of their keywords for Superior Roofing. The first one they have is roofing, Columbus, Georgia, which is what we used for our example. Like I said, it was a good one, and that's why. It's got 200 people who search that exact phrase every single month. And we can see that Superior Roofing is number 4. So they're probably behind those directories, just like what we saw. They were ranked number 4 on ours as well. So that's accurate. And what that means is number 4 is going to get you a smaller percentage than number 1, but there's 10 results per page. So 4 is going to put you just above that midway point on the first page. And you really do want to be on the first page, because 80 to 85% of people we found will not go to page 2. And sometimes people don't believe me on this, but then I tell them, listen, last time you did a Google search, when did you go to page 2? And they say, I didn't. And that's the point. But number 4 here, that's going to bring in about 17 of the 200 visitors, is what's going to actually come to their site. If you're number 1, typically the number is between like 20 and 35% you'll get of the volume. And here we have Superior Roofing, Auburn, which is Alabama there. And for this one, they are number 1, and you can see that the volume's 40. And they're getting 13. So they're getting a pretty good percentage of that volume. And that's what number 1 will do for you. As your ranking goes down, you get a smaller percent. So Roofers, Columbus, Georgia, 100 people, they're number 6. They're getting 6 of that. So they're only getting 6%. So the higher you rank, and then you can really just stack these up and keep going. And if you look down here at their position, you do see a couple of 1s in there. This one's for their own name, which means people know who they are. They're searching specifically for them. So you really should be for that one. This is a 1 as well. But a lot of the ones that bring in new customers, like Roofing, Columbus, Georgia, they're 4. There's spots ahead of them that are there for the taking. All right, so now that I've just talked a little bit, Jay, about, citations, backlinks, and, content, that's what you'd want to do with your site. You want to get the content in there like we talked about. You want to get the keywords in, and then from there you want to set up the citations. You want to get those backlinks in to strengthen your site so more keywords on your page can be found, assuming they're there. And that's what's going to really drive those visitors to your site, and that's what's going to come out for you as those phone calls, and that's what's going to, of course, be the jobs. For your site, I know right now it's down, and we talked a little bit about, I think you were trying to set it back up, or you were thinking about doing that. So now that you have all the information, I mean, really you have three choices, right? I mean, if you're not looking to do anything or build the business at all or look for new customers, obviously you don't have to do anything with it. If you have someone you use, you could show them the video. It's got some good tips in it. It'd probably even help them out. And if you don't have anyone that you're comfortable using, or you're not really happy with the person you are using, I'm here. If you want to give a call and ask any questions, feel free. And we'll just see if there's anything I can help you with and, help you get that set up. But thank you for your time, Jay. Really appreciate it, and have a great day.